Because you know how we are with females, right? You can't listen to what a female says she wants because we know, like, nah, what they
We know
respond to
better. We know
is
better.
usually something that's completely different. Is it possible that because of the way we behave, that women feel like we only respond to sex, right? Because in our pursuit, that's our main agenda is sex, right? And that's our primary focus when we look at them, when we talk to them. It's all about sex. So, could it be possible that these women are trained by us, and maybe they think, to an extent, that we are way more interested in sex than anything else, right? Like that's our primary focus a lot of times. So, I think it would be difficult, especially for women today who have not seen the example, have been raised in a single parent household, who don't have anything to go off of but what we show them because they haven't had that family dynamic to even bring from. Do you think that they could be thinking like us and say they don't really know what they want? I know what he want. Like we just asked a question a couple of weeks ago, to say, all right, well, you know what? Should she apologize? Nope. I'll go ahead and take the BJ. She don't even have to apologize. So when we respond like that and we letting that slide as men, aren't we making it what it is? Aren't we perpetuating the issue by just responding the way we do to sex? Right? What if we made that like the minority instead of the majority, and we just said, nah, you know what? Just really laid off of that, which is extremely difficult to do, right? Because we're going against biology. But if we wanted a different outcome, is that something we should do?
So
No,
is it
because
basically accountability out the window? Is what you're saying? Just because
No,
she's giving
not
me some
throwing
sex?
accountability
No,
out the
giving her
window, but
accountability on her because it's like, oh, she don't give me sex. So I
oh
don't need
yeah,
her to apologize.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
need her to say she saw. So accountability is out the window as long as she's
look,
fucking.
it's incumbent on her to
Is that what I'm
leverage.
hearing?
It's incumbent on her to leverage sex for her to give the opportunity to allow him to get to know her. Once you give it up, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how that man moves or who you're dealing with, you might lose interest right there. Some do, some don't. But you have to leverage that situation to put yourself in the light to allow this person to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, like this is who I am. This is what I value, and this is how I will value you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the sex is what you want, but I'm a total package. I come with all these other things, right? And sort of we can't we can't we can't speak both sides of our mouth because just before this we were talking about, you know what I'm saying, the scenario that Shan had brought up, right? And we gotta be a little bit honest.
That's
Go
100% where I was
Look,
trying to go with this because I'm like, all right, if we supposed to be the leaders and we are training people in the way in which they should follow us and we telling them exactly what we want and then we incentivize them when they turn 18 and get them $2 million to do an OnlyFans, but we don't got nobody waiting to marry them when they turn 18. We have just incentivized the
Whoa,
behavior we want. You
whoa, whoa,
you
whoa. Hold on, guys. I feel like we being a little ridiculous by trying to make it seem as like we incentivizing women to do anything. Like
we not.
young women don't even pay attention to men at all. They're learning
That's
everything that they're learning from other women. It has nothing to do with men. They're learning how to dress from other women. They're learning their sexual tactics from other women. They're learning all that from women. It's not men telling them to go out there and dress and that they need to wear G-string underwear with their dress so that they butt you. We're not teaching them that. This is not even stuff that we talk about. They're not learning it from us. What it is that what women have learned from other women is that the women who tend to use their sexuality tend to have higher status amongst women. And so they want that status amongst women. And so they want to be the badder bitch than the other bitch, not for us, but to have a higher status amongst women. It has nothing to do with us. Women have to hold each other accountable for that. You've never seen, hold on, when these 13, 14-year-old girls is going to buy these sexy little outfits and dresses in these stores, it ain't no pictures of men in those stores. It ain't no men telling them they like seeing them in it. Matter of fact, half of the men they probably talk to probably tell them they don't want to see them in that, and that makes them want to wear it more. Their dad is probably telling them, I don't want to see you in that, and they want to wear it more. Why? Because who they want to be like is whoever the girl that gets the most attention is, and not just the attention from men. Whoever the girl that gets the attention, period. And if you look at a lot of these butt naked chicks on Instagram, We love to say that it's men giving them all the attention, but in reality, if you were to ever click those likes and scroll through who's really liking all them OnlyFans models pics, it's other women. It's all other women. Matter of fact, 90% of the time when I see something inappropriate in the comments or inappropriate picture with a girl almost with like some see-through shit on Instagram, and I go through the comments, it's usually the niggas on there like, yo, this is crazy that this is allowed on Instagram. And it be the women that are like, yes, girl, oh my God, I wish my boobs looked like that. It's not us. Y'all gotta stop saying this. They don't even
So,
realize that we exist. Like until they start becoming like in their 20s and 30s, like what B Madden said, kind of like in the 20s and 30s, they start getting older. Then they start thinking about men and be like, oh wait, men exist. All my 20s, I wasn't even thinking about them. Now they exist, and I don't got one, and I'm trying to figure it out. That's when they actually give a damn. But before that, it don't got nothing to do with it. They're in a female echo chamber, and they're just listening to whatever the rest of the bitches tell them, and that's all it is.
Yeah, but Cloud, those women are following, copying women that don't have results. And when I talk about results, I'm talking about actually a man of value who actually gives a fuck and has a damn who's worth his soul, right? And then on
Because
top
they
of
don't
that,
think that's what a result is. They think the result is I got a Birkin bag. They think the result is I got a fat ass. The result is I got my titties done. The result is I just got a new tattoo on my stomach. That's what's important to. I just got some new waist beads. Like that's what's important to them.
yeah, and I agree. And those same women watch that woman's, life arc of when she turned 18, 21, 25, 30, and went through this entire emotional roller coaster till she crashed and burned and saw how she ended up. And they still will sign up and subscribe to that same bullshit, understanding that the end result is a dead end. They understand what the end of the movie looks like.
Exactly.
All right,
But
y'all.
they,
Because check this
are
out. Check
you
this out. I ain't
are
never
you
heard one
saying
guy.
that
I
the
never heard
majority of
one
people
man once
paying for
say he like a
OnlyFans
bitch with red
subscriptions
hair.
are women? The majority of people paying for OnlyFans subscriptions are women.
No. I'm not saying the ones paying for the subscriptions are women. I'm
So
talking about
you stopped me to cut me off and say that that was wrong when I was specifically saying that we have incentivized what's occurring right now. So unless you're making an assumption that the majority of women are paying for OnlyFans, then my point still stands. We incentivize that. And just 35, 40 minutes ago, we literally just was on a tirade, which why I couldn't understand where we was going with this. And we was talking
bro.
about
90% of the
what
women on OnlyFans don't
we
even
was.
make
Hold on, let
money,
me
so
finish.
it's not the money that's incentivizing them.
Let me
Because
finish.
most of them don't make money.
Let me finish. We literally was on the tirade about how that we prefer these, like Shannon and Rashad was talking about these upper echelon women, and then we'll tell them in the same tone, we don't care about your career, your profession, or how much you make, or what your status is in life. If I was these women, I would be thoroughly confused because the men that I want are saying this, right? We want you to be XYZ. And then I go to another group of men and they saying the complete opposite. And then if I try one and don't get a man and try the other and don't get a man, and now I'm just putting my hands in there like, what can I do now? Because I tried both methods and neither one worked.
But Marcus, how many of these women are actually going to men and asking them? That's not where they're getting these ideas from about how to deal with men. They're not going to men and sitting down with men and having conversations with us about what we want. They're talking to their girlfriends about what men want. And their girlfriends are telling them what men want, and they're believing their girlfriends. That has nothing to do with us. I do agree with you on the fact of, okay, men are financing OnlyFans. Absolutely. But the reason why I disagree that the money that's being paid on OnlyFans is the incentive is because most of the girls on OnlyFans are not making money. You gotta have a successful OnlyFans first to start making money. But there's something else in your mind that incentivizes you one day to say, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take some pictures of my pussy for a living. There's something else that happened throughout your youth. There's a whole nother conditioning that happened that made you feel like, yo, this is a good idea. And a lot of that is happening in the female world. Other females are saying, yeah, girl, you're a bad bitch because you have a OnlyFans. I want to be like you. I should start one too. The girls are supporting each other and having OnlyFans. So
So,
all of them feel like it's the wave. Meanwhile, if you are to actually ask the guys what they think, most guys don't support women having OnlyFans. Are they yielding to what we think, or are they yielding to what other women think? Clearly,
but,
it's not what we think because new OnlyFans accounts are being made every day.
but Jones,
The question said earlier was, do men what was it? Do your actions line up with your behavior or something to that extent? if we saying out our mouth we don't want you to get an OnlyFans account, and then women are still making money. I mean, they might not. I agree with you. The majority of them are not getting wealthy on OnlyFans. That number is small, right? Or not as large as it appears. However, it's like drugs. Most people don't get rich hustling, but everybody thought they were going to get rich hustling because that's what the market appeared to be dictating that it wanted. So
that's what. But hold on, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. It's not the market that people don't sell drugs because of the market. Nobody says I'm gonna sell crack because if you let's be real, right? The average person doesn't just see fiends everywhere. That's not what makes you sell drugs. What makes you sell drugs is the lifestyle that was sold to you by some rapper, some artist, or somebody you saw in the hood. You saw that dude living that lifestyle. You saw him pull up in that cherry red Benz from selling them pies, and you said, "I want to be like that dude." It has nothing to do with the customers. You're not like, "Oh, it seems like a glamorous business to sell crack." That's not how it works. So
no,
it has nothing to do with the
lifestyle. That lifestyle is funded by the customers, though, right?
So, but it's about the status that the lifestyle provides, not the customers.
They seeing the end result of an Instagram lifestyle that's funded by the customers on OnlyFans, which is us. I don't see like